Are you greedy? Hey, it's Jim Peters with Accidental Magic. We're going to give you a snicker and a sticker. Love this time of year, man. Stuff's starting to pop, starting to grow. Things are starting to happen. Everybody's happy. We're all working on cool stuff. It's a great life. Had lunch with a buddy of mine not that long ago, but prior to the lunch, he's that guy that always calls you and needs something. Whenever the phone rings, you know, yep, he's going to need something. Now, I like the guy. Don't get me wrong. He's been a friend of mine for 5-6 years, and we did a lot of cool stuff together. But one day my wife pointed out, says, do you realize he never asks on how you're doing? And man, I'd gone through some life crisis, but I'm about 12 years older than him. And so I thought, well, maybe he's just kind of a rookie and he doesn't get it. But I said, no, you know what? He doesn't ever ask how I'm doing. Went to lunch with him and sat there and looked at him and said, hey, are you greedy in our relationship? He says, no, I don't think so. I said, do you know what the definition of greed is? He said, no, I really don't know. And you know what, guys? It's real simple. I think this is your aha, your accidental magic right here. Greed is simply this: taking more than you give. No matter what the relationship or the scenario, that's greed. Look at your life right now. Are you greedy? Are you greedy in life? Are you greedy in love? Where are you greedy in aspects of your life? Are you the guy nobody can ever please at work because you're the guy who always needs something else? Are you that guy who gives very little benevolently, who gives very little to charity, you give very little to other people of yourself, you just mostly take? It's about you. If there's free food, I'm going, but if it ain't free, I ain't going. Are you that guy? Then you're greedy. You got to work on that. So I said, are you greedy? And when I gave him the definition, taking more than you can give, he looked up at me and he says, you know what, Jim, I am. I wish I could tell you he totally changed, but he really didn't change much. But I hope he had a moment of clarity, and he seemed to be better. My life's moved on, his has moved on, but I've examined my life a little bit more and said, okay, Jim, where are you greedy? There were times in my new relationship with my wife, I look at her and like, you know what? I've been greedy. I apologize for that. Nobody likes to be on that end of the spectrum where you're the guy doing all the giving, all the changing, all the modifying, all the happiness is dependent on you and how you respond to this knucklehead that's in your life. So take a close look, write that on the windshield of your car. Greed is taking more than you give. Thanks so much for listening today, guys. Just a quick, fast one. Really appreciate it. Send me a note. If you're listening on the Anchor podcast, there's a record button. You can send me back a message or a comment. I'll use it on the air. If it's good stuff, you don't cuss me out too bad. We got people in 13 nations. I can't believe it. I'm curing insomnia across the globe. Thanks so much for listening. Jim Peters, Accidental Magic, and as always, stay vertical.